This is a side character quest, and I'm your host as per usual, Grumbles. How you doing today? Could you make out a single word I just said?
Probably a couple. More than just one.
Let me
I'm
see.
assuming that you did the intro, so I'm Mallory, your side character guest.
Let me see if I can enunciate a little bit better. My name is Grumbles. Let me just clear my throat a little bit.
All right. Hey, everybody. This is Ty, your side character host. Hey, welcome back. We are rejoining Mallory playing as Alton and me playing as the rest of the world. Hey, how you doing, Mallory?
Hi, Ty. Good to see you again. I'm doing pretty well. It's a little early.
That's exactly what I was going to say. If we have a weird energy this morning, it's because it is 9:25 in the morning. We started talking to each other like at about 30 minutes ago and are just now awake enough to start doing this. And are we awake enough to do it? Maybe?
Let's find out.
Let's find out. We'll figure this out. Oh, man.
When you say it out loud, it doesn't sound that early.
Yeah. Mallory, do you need any update on where we were? Because I've got like a little recap prepared, but if you have any specific questions, we can lead in with that.
No, just hit me with that recap.
Okay, let us recap. You have entered a building known as the Hall of the Forgotten. You are trying to make your way to a door in the far back of the building that you designed a lock for several years ago. You want to pick that lock, see what's on the other side, and then report back to Hosalda, who will hopefully then leave you be. You entered through a lobby, passed through a workspace of some sort, and then entered a dark storage space with rows of shelves. Proceeding to the right, or to the east, you found a space at the end, about 30 feet square, where the shelves part. On the northern side of that square, you see a set of double doors, and between the two doors, you see a lock that you designed and installed several years ago. About 5 feet in front of the door is a medium-sized stone statue standing on a short platform. It was not there when you installed the lock. As you approach, it lifts its head, locks its eyes on you, and steps off the platform with a soft thud of rock on rock. What do you do?
Something, for sure. So, how far away am I from the statue right now?
Quick point of order. How are you lighting things? I feel like you had like a candle or a lantern or something.
Oh God. I know I have candles.
Okay. Unless you specifically had a lantern.
I'm assuming that I probably just have a candle, yeah. I don't remember saying anything else.
This is probably lit with candles. So I'm just trying to get an idea of how well you can see in this situation. You don't have night vision, right? Or like low vision or anything special?
No.
Okay, cool. What was your actual question? I forget.
How far away am I from the statue?
Gotcha. So the statue is at the northern side of this 30-foot square room. And I believe you said you were walking through the middle of the row. So you're maybe like 10, 15 feet away from it.
Okay.
I could do some math
no, that's
with
fine.
like a Pythagorean theorem.
It's too early for that. It's fine.
Wait. I'm going to do this. All right.
Well,
So
hang on. So the statue and the door and everything, like this is all in the same room as the room with the shelves of stuff.
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool.
It is.
I have not entered a new room. Got it.
No, this the room with all of the shelves. Imagine it as a rectangle. You entered from so this rectangle is laying. Imagine it laying horizontally, and you entered from the bottom left corner. And you've made your way all the way to the right side, where this space opens up. So all these shelves were like lining the leftmost part of the rectangle, and it opens up on the rightmost part of the rectangle.
Okay. Were you looking at math?
Oh, I was going to look at, yeah. So it's approximately 20 feet away from you.
Okay.
Did a little Pythagorean theorem there.
How wide's the room? I'm sorry.
The room is 30 feet wide. It is
Okay.
The total room, you are it's unclear exactly how wide it is because there's a bunch of shelves. The open space that you are currently standing in, that is just pretty empty, is about 30 feet. And it's also very dark because you're just lighting it with that candle.
Okay. I know you said I have all these options. And now I'm stressing about all these options that Ty apparently has given me that I've walked right by probably.
No. No.
But we're here and I want to see what's in that door. I'm just going to try to run around it.
You're going to try to run around it?
I'm going to try to run around it and get to the door.
Okay.
Because I imagine that it'll probably get an opportunity attack on me, but I can use my thieves tools as like a bonus action.
Okay.
So I should just be able to hopefully run and unlock the door.
Yes.
That's my plan.
One thing that I will make clear is because this lock is one that you designed with that like magic hammer however long ago, you will need to take out that magic hammer and use that as like, I guess as its own bonus action, I'll say, to disenchant. Actually, no, you wouldn't need to because that only affects magical spells. Never mind. Strike that. So you can still use your normal thing. Whatever. Strike all that. So assuming that you're going to just charge forward, we're going to have to roll initiative because this thing is not going to want to let you do that. All right. Roll shit.
The very first roll of the morning was a critical fail.
Oh boy! Wait, what? Wait. Quick question. What do you add to those rolls?
I re-roll that because I am a halfling. But what do you add? Dexterity,
Dex,
right? Yeah. So I add 3. So my new roll is a 17.
Okay, good, because this person rolled a 6. And so their final score was a 5, and I was like, if you don't get to go first, that would be crazy. All right, so you're just gonna try to run straight past it?
I mean, I'm gonna try to get some distance between me and it, but I know it's pretty close to the door, so yeah, I'm just running by.
It's right next to the door right now.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm just running by.
So it is going to do an opportunity attack on you.
Ty, if I hadn't have said that, would you have remembered?
Probably not.
Damn it. I'm trying to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
So just so listeners know, this is a medium stone golem, which is not a thing in D&D. I basically took a stone golem and made it weaker. So just so that people listening have an idea of what's going on. So yeah, that hit. Let's roll some damage. It does 12 damage to you. Mm-hmm. Bludgeoning damage, if that means anything.
I don't think it does. I never know what that means.
It basically only comes up.
I never know why we distinguish what kind of damage there is.
Yeah.
Unless it's like an ice monster and I'm doing fire damage, it means nothing to me. Okay, that's not great, but did I get to the door and unlock it at least?
You got to.
I can see you struggling with letting me do this, but I don't know why I wouldn't be able to. Right?
Let me think.
I made this lock. I should be able to unlock it pretty easily. Literally this entire time I've been trying to think of what I was going to do. And like I even talked to Eli about like what rogues do. I was like, what can rogues do in battle? And he's like, just run around it. Like, I mean, yeah.
That's fair.
That's like, I don't know what else to do. I'm not going to beat it. I don't feel like I have time to go back and get anyone else.
So what is your ability do? What does your thing do? The ability you said using it as like a bonus action.
Yeah, so I have a cunning action, which is a bonus combat action. I'm assuming we're in combat. I can dash, disengage, hide, sleight of hand check, use my thieves tools, or use an object.
Okay, so I'm not gonna let you just like automatically use those thieves tools. Immediately unlock the door. I'm gonna make you roll for that. Okay.
Okay. Roll what?
All right, so it's gonna be a dexterity check.
Okay.
And I'm going to say you have disadvantage because you are being like actively like attacked right now.
That seems fair since I'm able to usually just do it as a cunning action, but that seems fair. Ha! It's still, because I have double proficiency, it is still a 25.
Fuck. So you have successfully unlocked this door. Can you do anything else with your like?
Not with my cunning action, but can I dash now? The Thieves' Tools was a bonus action.
I suppose you can. Does it use up any movement speed to open a door? I don't see why it would.
I mean, basically, I'm not trying to run like 25 or however much my speed is into the door.
Yeah.
I'm basically just trying to get through the door so this thing doesn't get another hit on me. Because I don't know if I could survive another hit.
Okay. Yeah. So you okay. First of all, you get the impression from. I'm not going to give you that information. But no, you managed to push through the doorway and make it to the other side. Do you try like? Well, no, I'm not going to tell you that. I'm just not telling you anything.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, you make your way to the other side with your dash action, and now it's the creature's turn. The doors have slammed shut behind you, but as you take your steps into the center of this other room, which is fairly dark as well, the doors burst open behind you, this is fun. I'm gonna roll a quick percentage die.
So I'm so sorry, Ty. You broke up. I heard the doors burst, and I'm assuming you said open after that, but that's all I heard.
Yeah, the doors burst open behind you as you see a fist of this creature break, pushing them apart and following after you. And when that happens, there is a rush of wind as you sort of get knocked back a little bit. And I'm going to roll a percent die to see if your candle gets put out. And basically anything, I'm going to say you're pretty dexterous. So there's a pretty low chance. We'll say anything, it'll have to be lower than a 15 for the candle to go out. Okay, you're good. You manage to steady yourself, and the candle does not go out. You can still see. That is one thing to keep in mind. One of your hands is taken up, which maybe I could have used that to. I'll use that to justify the disadvantage I gave you earlier.
Fair.
Yeah. That seems a little bit more fair than what I was saying earlier. So now this creature is going to. This is not a thing that I made up. I swear to God, this is a thing that golems have. It is going to cast slow on you because you are very close to it at this point. Each target must make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw against this magic.
Yikes. Okay. That's pretty high.
Yeah, it is. These guys are pretty good.
Sweet. I rolled a 19.
Oh, whoa. Okay. On a successful saving throw, nothing happens.
Which is really good because I don't even really know what my speed is. I didn't write it down. I think it's 25. That sounds right.
Sounds about right. I think that's the only thing it can do this turn. Yeah, that takes the place of an attack. So it can't do anything else this turn. So what are you gonna do?
Do I have any information about the room I have entered that I can see from my candle or nah?
So I will say that I'll give you some information about the room with a passive perception. If you want to try to figure out anything else, then you'll have to use your action to try to figure out more information about the room. But basically, I wrote a description assuming that you were just going to be stepping calmly into this room, which I am going to throw out. So you
Bold of you to assume I was going to defeat a golem.
I didn't know there were. Listen, hey, no, I'm not going to tell you that. You're still dealing with it.
I assumed there was probably stuff in the room that could help me, but you said that if I didn't do anything in 30 seconds, it was going to attack me, so I just ran. I didn't think I was going to find something helpful in 30 seconds. I got scared.
I told her this off air, listeners. So yeah,
because Ty knows that I will sit and just not do anything for a solid half of an episode.
By the way, I meant like 30 seconds in game time.
Oh,
not
I
in
know,
like,
I know.
Okay, just making sure. I wasn't gonna put that sort of this time limit on you. So yeah, you step through the archway, or you've rushed through the archway of these doors into a second dark space, a second dark room. It is simple, and it's pretty much completely bare as far as you can tell. However, there is a single archway on the opposite side of the room from you. This archway does not have doors on it. And it's, it's there. Yeah, that's all you can see. So, okay. Oh boy,
the archway is just in the room.
Sorry, this was a really shitty description. You have stepped through these double doors into a small space, maybe 15-foot square. It is, as far as you can just tell with the low lighting, it is completely bare. And there is an exit that is an arch, like sort of built into a wall on the opposite side of the room. That exit has no doors on it.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, that seems suspicious, but also better than the golem that's smashing through the door. Is it reasonable for Alton to believe that this thing is going to keep smashing through? And
that is very reasonable.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna go through this archway into despair, probably, but
nice.
I'm gonna at least look through it before I just run.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Okay. Critical fail.
Jesus.
I know. You thought listeners,
this is crazy.
I can't make this up. I am not a luck is a skill, and I do not have it.
I feel like when I have played with you before, there have been enough other people rolling in between that I have not noticed how incredibly bad you roll.
Yeah, I've tried different dice. It's not great. I don't understand. And the thing is I did just kind of roll a middle of the road number, but I either roll really low or really high. I never roll just straight in the middle, which I just did because I did roll a 10. But
how much do you add to that? Yeah, perception. You could make an argument for
15.
Okay, 15. All right, that gives you everything you were going to need. So you can feel something like a light breeze coming from through that archway, and you can tell that it leads into a long hall of some sort. You can also tell that the stone on that side of the wall is not the same as the stone so the wall that the archway is built into, the stone is different from the rest of the room. And you recognize the stone as belonging to the circle on which Cirque sits.
Say that one more again.
One more again. You can tell. So actually, remind me specifically what you were trying to find out. I
was running up to the archway and just looking through before I just go barreling through. So
okay. So I'll give you this. You can feel a light breeze coming from the other side of this hallway that you are now looking down. You can tell that it's a hall of some sort. You can't see the end of it, but it doesn't. You have no reason to guess how long it is, other than you can tell it's longer than like 20 feet or so. Oh, and you can see a very, very, very faint blue light coming from the opposite end of the hallway, away from you. So through this arch on the opposite wall is a at least 20-foot long hallway, which you can see a blue light coming from at the end.
Okay.
God, why was that? Why did I make that so difficult?
No, I feel like it wasn't that. I feel like I just zoned because I was tired, and then I made you explain it again, and then you explained it so many times. I'm sorry.
All right, I'll hopefully cut out like at least one of those.
Nah, just leave it all in there. Leave it all in there, including the 20 minutes of silence as we thought about our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, all right, well, I've come this far. I see no reason not to continue. I'm just gonna walk through towards the light, however close you'll let me get on this turn.
For the record, are you walking through? Or are you running through? I just want to make it. I just want to know.
For flavor?
Well, also for the fact that you're being pursued by a big angry golem. Because if you're walking, then I'm imagining that you're going like 10, 15 feet. If you're running, then I'm going to have you go the max distance away from this thing.
So here's what I do. Exactly. Yes. I ran up. I stopped to look through to see what I could see. I saw that there wasn't anything that seemed like it was going to jump out and kill me. And then I just continued running. Nice.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So the thing is, so you run down maybe 20, 30 feet down this hallway, and you can sort of see that the very, very faint light has gotten a tiny bit brighter, and you can hear the sound of rock scraping against rock as this creature, this golem, pursues you. It's pretty much filling up the hall, but is like being slowed down. Like its head is sort of scraping against the roof of this hallway, which is slowing it down a little bit. So it's going maybe 25 feet to your 30. Or can you run 30 feet? I don't know what your speed is.
We talked about that I didn't write it down. Let me Google it real quick. I think halfling speed is 25.
I'm just going to write it down or check it real quick. 25.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you have, it has slowed down so that it is not like catching up to you, So it is your turn again. It has not caught up to you. Wait, actually, let me roll to see if it recharges slow. It is not, which is great for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna keep running to get as far away from this thing as possible.
So you keep running, and maybe 10, 15 feet later. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go for it.
Ooh. Can I pull a page from a book from long ago, and as my cunning action, the suspense builds, drop 1,000 ball bearings behind me?
Oh.
Would that slow down a golem? Probably not.
Well,
but
so normally I would say
it makes it difficult terrain.
Yeah, I'll count it as like difficult terrain because how many did you say?
I have 1,000.
1,000. Let me see if he specifically has any abilities that gives him immunity to that.
He does have bearings.
He does have a lot of immunities, so it wouldn't surprise me if he had some sort of like resistance to being slowed or something. No, he doesn't have anything that would apply there. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool. I just drop them all. I'm going to be sad about it because someone's going to have to pick all those up.
All right, sweet. So I'm going to say that slows him down a good, slows it down a good bit. And you, so you continue out, and the air opens up around you as you step onto out of this hallway into a vast open space. There you see a short wall, maybe 20 feet ahead of you, very short, like maybe to your waist high, and it's very that low blue light that you were seeing earlier sort of permeates the air around you. It's coming up from high above, and it's taking a minute for your eyes to adjust. What do you immediately do when you go out into this space?
Wish that Wark was with me. Because he would probably know what this seemingly sketchy blue light is. Okay, so I'm running into an outdoor space, or are we still inside?
I don't know.
Would I be able to not? I can't tell.
You can
with
tell that it is
perception if I have moved outdoors.
You can tell that it's much like it is a much bigger space. Like it is like if it's outdoors, it's like, or sorry, if it's indoors, it's like airplane hangar size. Like at least that big. Like, you know how like when you're in a small space, the air just sort of like feels different?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I imagine as my eyes adjust, what I would immediately try to do is locate the source of this blue glow.
Okay. So you look around, you can hear the thud and scrape as this golem like is slowed by just a ton of ball bearings that is causing it to lose purchase, while its head scrapes against the roof of the hallway. But you look up, you look around and you look up, and you can see a massive sort of dome wall, like brick wall above you. And far in the distance, you see something, maybe the brightness of like a waning moon that is in the center of this dome, far away, and it is just glowing ever so softly with blue light.
Cool. Is it still my turn? I can still do stuff?
You can still do something. I feel like you haven't done anything that
okay, cool.
That I will count as an action.
I'm going to...
The ball bearings was a bonus action, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to... I feel like I need to know more about this area, so I guess either perception or investigation, whichever you want to give me. I'm just trying to look around to see if I can figure out where I am.
All right, that'll be perception.
Okay.
Roll me a perception roll.
Thank goodness. It's much better than... Well, it's still only a 14, which is lower than my passive perception, but that's fine.
You have found yourself in the center of a balcony with a short wall on the edge. It takes a minute for your eyes to adjust to the soft glow of blue light, but as they do, you find yourself looking over what appears to be a sprawling city, set into the ground and protected by a massive dome. Looking to your sides, you see that there are wide roads that have ramped up to this balcony and proceed down into the city, following along this wall. And that is what you see.
Do I still get to do stuff?
I will let you move. I won't let you do because I feel like you haven't moved a full 30 feet at this point if you want to start heading towards one of those spots. But I will let you. Actually, you know what? I'll say that you have enough time to, as long as you don't just dally up here, you will have enough time to do something before the golem gets out. So go ahead and decide what you want to do next.
I'm going to go down the ramp on the left.
Okay. Towards
the city, because this seems suspicious, but is still better than a golem.
Sure. So you start running down this pathway. You still hear that scraping, that thud as the golem pursues you. But I will say that you are, for the time being, you are out of combat until we say otherwise. And you make your way down this long, gently sloping roadway until you get to maybe a couple of stories down, where you get to the ground level of this place. And you see lots and lots of buildings just everywhere. They appear to be homes, maybe some businesses, all sorts of things. And it's all just permeated with this light that is just gentle and like I said, like a just kind of like moonlight in its brightness.
I'm just going to keep going. Do I see any creatures? I imagine at this point, if I feel like I've gotten far enough away from the golem, I am trying to move more. I'm not barreling through this like main road of the town.
Gotcha.
I am trying to move a little, not like sneak around, but not drawing attention to myself.
Gotcha.
By running full speed.
So, just a point of order, you are completely unaware of this being a place that exists. This being a city, even though it is right north of your city, City Cirque, this is not a place that you have ever heard of or been to. So you are on this street of in between some buildings, walking through some rows, and you do see some movement of some people, some human-like forms walking off in the distance.
The fact that you said human-like forms.
I know. As soon as I said that, I was like, "Oh, it's gonna see some."
Awfully suspicious. I'm going to try to sneak closer to see if I can see more about them without alerting them to my presence.
Okay.
So if I need to do a stealth or throw my hood up or whatever I need to do.
Roll me a stealth check. Depending on how well you do, I might just let you use your passive perception. If you do poorly, I'll also have you 15 or above. I'll give you everything. 10 or above, I'll make you roll a perception check, but you're still unspotted.
Okay, well, it was 15 exactly.
Nice. Okay, so you sneak forward along this road, staying in the shadows away from this, shadows of the blue light. As you inch forward towards the street corner where you saw some movement, and you see 3 forms. 2 of them appear to be talking. One of them appears to be pushing a cart, or not appears, is pushing a cart from one building to another. But one thing stands out among all of them. One is that you don't actually hear any voices, and 2, in the soft blue light, you can clearly see the white of their completely exposed skulls.
I knew it.
And with that, we are going to wrap up part 1 of this 2-parter. Tune in a couple of weeks to see part 2 and see how Alton's story wraps up. Thanks to the Joy Drops for the use of Not Drunk as our intro and outro music. Find them at thejordrops.com. You can find us at sidecharacterquest.com, at SCQ Podcast on Twitter, or by email at sidecharacterquest@gmail.com. How about just a quick call out? If you're a listener of the show and you have a particular favorite side quest, it could be D&D, it could be some video game, it could be whatever. Shoot me a tweet, shoot me an email at sidecharacterquest@gmail.com or at SCQ Podcast on Twitter, and let me know, what's your best side quest? Hashtag side best? Is that a thing? Can we make that a thing? Hashtag side best. All right. See you guys in a couple weeks.
This is going to get cut and put in the bloopers.
I'm going to adjust my volume on here. I am going to adjust my volume on here. Hello. Hello. Laughter. Talking. Okay, that maxes it out. All right. So I'm going to speak at about this volume most of the time. Cool. All right. Cool. All right. Cool. Okay. I found it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Cool.
Cool.
I mean, Ty, if you want me to go back and find people to help me fight this monster, I can, but you gotta promise that I'm not gonna run into other people and, like, other bullshit on the way. Because I was like, as soon as I leave this building, there's gonna be, like, guards and church people and stuff. I'm not gonna be able to just walk out and find my party and be like, all right, guys, it's this way. Listeners, I broke the podcast. I'm sorry. Now Ty is broken. He's wandering the halls of his apartment, lost. I hope everyone has enjoyed the series finale of Side Character Quest. Sorry, what's up, Ty?
I just had an idea. Okay, so I'm probably going to cut out a lot of that just dead air. And
Probably for the best.
And I'm probably going to cut out a lot of us, like, a lot of the worrying about things. Yeah. It takes your minutes. Bleh.
Do I still get to do stuff? I thought that was going to be the dramatic finale.
Oh, I took out all the dramatic finale stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.